don't need an iPad for notes for this video. This video is going to be pretty salty, but it's going to be extremely down to earth. So if you're a fragile little snowflake, you might want to refrain from watching this video. It was said by some intelligent folks in modernity, as well as those in the ancient past. For example, the Indians call this era the Kali Yuga, which basically means the age of evil and ignorance, where everything is backwards, upside down, and nonsensical. Everything is turned upside down on its head, like where everything is good is thought to be evil, and everything that's evil is kind of looked at as good. I think I made my point on that. Indian folks that are watching me know exactly what I mean when I say Kali Yuga. It was brought to my attention in some recent videos the past couple weeks, and from other sources, that I might be controversial, especially when it comes to camera reviews and lens reviews. Well, I'm going to actually give you the definition of controversial, since there's a significant number of people who don't actually know what true controversy is. Let me give it to you. Okay. True controversy is if I was a smiling half-wit that was only interested in your money, and I posted up a bunch of affiliate links, or I was trying to sell you my books that I wrote, or me and a significant other wrote, or if I was just trying to, schmuck my way into getting more hits or more subscribers or more money. That would actually be one aspect or facet of being controversial. Hi, I like you. Doesn't matter what you think. I love you. Make sure to click the like and subscribe button below. Make sure to buy our book. And by the way, we have 2 workshops going on next week. It's only $1,000 a day. That would be actually the definition of controversial. There are a lot of people that are smiling and blowing smoke up your skirt while they're taking their left hand and reaching in your back pocket, trying to rob you, not in a direct sense, but in an indirect way. The best robbers were never those who actually grabbed weapons and put on ski masks and went into the bank. The best, or the most intelligent robbers, were those who put on 3-piece suits and went to parties where rich, stupid people were, and tried to, I've got this wonderful investment you should consider. I'd hate to tell you about this, but it's just too good. It's a must-win. I mean, you're going to quadruple your money overnight. I'm doing you a favor by letting you in and telling you this. Those sort of people. That is the actual definition of controversial. Being somebody like myself who's got a tremendous amount of experiences on cameras and lenses, and I don't sell anything and I don't have any affiliate links, that's not controversial. Am I a little bit salty? Maybe a little bit, but I'm actually truthful and helpful, and I don't charge anybody for any advice, and I take phone calls and do Skypes all the time with people. I try not to do Skypes, I prefer phone calls. But I don't think you actually know what the definition of controversial is. Not meaning you all in general, but I mean a certain number of you. You really just don't know what controversial actually means, because it's cloaked in the aura of BS. It's kind of like where somebody throws glitter in your face, and then when you're rubbing the glitter out of your eyes, they reach in your back pocket and take your money, or they tell you need to buy their course or buy their book. Working on a 3rd edition of a free book, and a 4th edition of another free book that's on field theory, and also too a significant little booklet on hardcore metaphysics of light, and that's also free. But I'm not actually controversial. I'm not unstable. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I've never done drugs. I was drunk 3 times in college. 2 or 3 times in college. That was enough for me, though. Yeah, I actually get pissed off when people ask me, do you do psychedelics? They ask me this all the time in live chat stream. Do you do psychedelics? What about do you do? It's like, no. My mind is all I have left, and I don't do drugs, and I don't drink, and I don't smoke, and I don't do alcohol. No, other than being drunk 3 times in college, I don't do any of that stuff. I'm not even interested or experimenting in that. You see, that's the opposite of controversial. There are, however, a lot of people that apparently operate in normal life, and they're like, I don't know, they're pickles. I used to work with some people like that. I could tell that they were pickles, meaning alcoholics. And somehow they were able to function in normal life. I'm not controversial. you know. I'm not interested in politics, not interested in religion. I'm not selling anything. The books and articles that I write are free. And I got an enormous amount on actual, useful, accurate information on camera and lens reviews. I mean, even the people that can't stand me, they email me saying, I really don't like you, but, I listen when you say this is a must-have lens, because I've always been happy when I bought that must-have lens you recommended. I still don't like you. See, that's not controversial. Everybody's been through different things in life, We've all got gifts. Some people's gift is beauty. Some people's gift is charisma. My mind is actually all that I have. I got an enormous amount of experience with lenses and also hardcore metaphysics and field theory. Those are just some of the things. I love to build stuff. Amazingly enough, I make all these incredible DIY light mods that you can build for $1 a piece. But those don't seem to excite people. For some reason, people don't get into doing DIY light mods. I've suffered aplenty. I'm not digging ditches in the streets, and I'm not smashing boulders, and I'm not starving to death in a wasteland somewhere. But, I'm not afraid of anything, and I'm not afraid of death. And I've seen enough suffering in this life that only thing I care about, and I've said this 1,000 times, is wisdom. Anything else I really don't give a shit about, I had to spend 10 years taking care of my wife, paralyzed on one side of her body from a giant brain tumor that was slowly killing her, very, very slowly. Listening to her scream every night from the other room, I just, I'm not controversial. There's not really anything that gets to me. You're not going to scare me. You're not going to threaten me. You think I'm controversial, but I'm not. The people are controversial, the ones that are smiling in your face and blowing smoke up your skirt, trying to sell you something. Please click the affiliate link below. This is the best thing that I ever owned. I think you should buy one too. Click my link below. Or take my course or buy my book. Yeah? Yeah. I don't have any vices. I'm obviously too fat and I'm bald and I'm covered in tattoos. Actually, the reason why I'm covered in tattoos is that when you're taking care of pain like this and you're not worried about other pain and suffering, taking care of your wife, slowly dying of cancer. I just, lived in Russia. There's some real suffering for you. It's not easy living there. It's a great place to lose weight. You'll end up eating a lot of boiled eggs and, yeah. But I just wanted to say that for the small percentage of you that think I'm controversial, my answer to you is that those percentage of you that think I'm controversial, I will state it outright that you're a fool, because I'm not selling anything, and when it comes to lens and camera reviews, I do a better job than anybody else. If you think that's arrogant or egotistical, guess what? I don't give a damn. By the way, I was cleaning up my back room back there, and that's where my wife lived, and here's my wife's dead ashes, my late wife's ashes. My late wife is Denise. This is the ashes of my late wife. And I can tell you of the stuff that I've been through in life. And, the fact that I, other than not getting enough sleep due to stress and exhaustion, I never go to sleep with an issue on my conscience of having sold somebody something. Because I don't sell a single effing thing. Nothing do I sell. That's the way YouTube actually was originally started. Like Joe Blow Mechanic, he'd been fixing transmissions for 20 years, and he's got a tip for you to save you $5,000 or something on your transmission. Well, you just fix this little $30 part right here, and that'll fix your problems. You don't need a new $5,000. Stuff like that. I'm actually a firm believer in that kind of original YouTube Axis Mundi upon which it was founded. Useful information. Tips and tricks and stuff like that. Helpful information. This guy's, used thousands of lenses. He's trying to save me some money. I am not controversial. And I'm not beholden to any of these damn camera and lens companies. Not a single one of them am I beholden to. I take my own money and I buy the gear that I like. Not the gear that I like, the gear that's best. What someone likes and what is best is something else. And when someone tells me what they want to buy, I never tell them. It's like, I'm interested in I don't, come across with my perspective because that's useless. What someone else does is their own necessity. I say, well, what's your budget and what are you going to use it mainly for? I always ask the person that question. I never say, well, you should get this, this, and this. I never tell people to sell their stuff because that's unethical. Yeah? It is. It's unethical. I say, spend your, the question is what, the two questions I always ask is, what's the budget and what are you going to use it for mainly or mostly? It could be a lot of things. No, I'm not controversial at all. Being extra salty and extra truthful, that is not controversial. Like being a scumbag that is trying to screw you out of your money, that is the definition of controversial. So, of the small percentage of those who have called me controversial, I will again reiterate that your definition of controversial is skewed BS and that you're also foolish. Because you don't know the definition of controversy. A lot of people would, they do want smoke blown up their skirt and for you to throw glitter in their face, and they don't mind being robbed. I really, unfortunately, I think most people are like that. They want their fur petted the right way, and as long as you pet someone's fur the right way and you talk nice and sweet, you can get away with anything. And I don't believe in that. I don't pander to anybody. I am not, as is very evident, running a personality contest. I am not going to win a personality contest. That is abundantly clear. Yeah, it's pretty obvious to anybody with a brain. Old tattooed Uncle Fester is not running a personality contest because he ain't going to win. Ain't going to win a beauty contest either. Yeah? My idea of relaxation, to whatever extent I can have it, is reading some ancient metaphysics and listening to classical music, specifically like harp music. Yeah. If you think the guy that doesn't drink or smoke or do drugs translates ancient metaphysics and listens to classical music, if you think that person, meaning me, is controversial, then let me laugh at you. No. Not controversial. I'm glad I could clear that up for those of you that needed some clarification on that particular point. Yeah. If you want to, watch somebody that is trying to win a personality contest and rob you at the same time, there are plenty of places on YouTube for you to get that fix. You can click on their affiliate links. You can listen to how much they like you and want you to click the like and subscribe button on their channel and buy their book and join their courses and sign up for their workshops and all the other stupid, pathetic crap they want to try to screw you, make you part with your money. They want this to happen. They want you and your money to do this. Part ways. And then they take your money. That is the actual definition, or at least the logical, intelligent definition of controversial. Mic drop.